Hello, I'm Testy, and welcome back to your Recoded. Today we're watching Genshin Impact again. Alright, right. We were going to see what Tainori was saying about
All
Kale.
right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized you were that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me
I don't know
just
what
now.
you're talking about.
I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because... well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying.
Indeed.
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
That's fair. Is there a cure? Probably not.
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
That
Oh, by
explains
the
quite
way,
a bit.
Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She
Totally
doesn't need to
understandable.
apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
That is
Don't
the
worry,
goal.
Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
How is she now? That's a good question, isn't
Well,
it?
it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her... Though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place.
No problem.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Pala lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with...
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilot Pala lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilot Pala lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Calpulata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Understood, Paimon.
Wow, these will come in handy. Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
Alright, let's go get that herb that Tainari said that I didn't pay attention to. Should be right down here. Whee!
There should be Nilode Palalotuses growing some. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient.
Got it. 12 of them.
We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed.
Alright, we've gathered enough Mulatpala lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
I don't think I have gathered enough time on. Now I think we've gathered enough time on.
Hey, Tainari! We found the...
Let me have a look. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari! Someone's calling your name!
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away.
Wait, Tainari! Why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision. that is, the power to manipulate elements, we'll be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a...
Seems the rumors about you were true then. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville.
I'm special.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Oh, Paimon doesn't...
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're gonna have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. Thank you. But I must warn you, don't... Even with elemental powers, once you step inside... You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Yeah, Tainari, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Windblade. Huh?
Oh, there's the third one.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor. Now! Destroy the tumor of the withering!
Nice.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling...
It's that obvious, huh? Alright. It's like this. Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more for instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the this presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that and most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? But why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's... Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows down. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time, until a cure is... Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've...
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh? Wait, is that... Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon...
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon... Huh?
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still... I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like...
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations?
Let's find out. Here, traveler. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? But wait, how'd you...
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving, because what you saw is of significant importance. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. We took... Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, when you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsol. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneal are aimed at establishing a connect...
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us?
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment. Here, take these. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you may have.
Got it.
No,
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Joke time on.
Hello? Hypatia? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. Hypatia!
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait, why does... Huh? How'd things out here end up... What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh... place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Oh.
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
This is different. Here we go.
Wind.
No one escapes my sights! Nowhere to hide.
Dodge this!
Speed of light.
Disappear! Oh, so sorry.
Incoming. Hit. Yeah. Hit. Hit. Yeah. Speed of light.
Where am I going? What am I doing? that. There we go. I got all three of them. Go.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
I'm sure I'll be fine, Paimon. Hey, look, an Abyss Herald.
The Abyss Herald!
Strange place. Plotting. Bow before the abyss.
Cool it! Ha!
I do the speaker the louder.
Dodge this! Windblade!
Come on, Paimon, let's go.
Yeah! 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 Cool it! Ha! Ha! Dodge this! Freeze!
Ah! He attacked my
Windblade! Cool it!
Incoming! Don't blink!
Oh no! He's roaring at me.
Windblade!
Speed of light!
This moment will be frozen in...
Don't blink!
You don't seem to be taking any damage.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We've faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
My journey will
Your
not end here.
Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Oh, Her Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in her eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today we...
Oh dear.
What do we do? Oh, there she is! Quick! Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Oh, guess that makes sense. Anyways, we can talk about this later. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly.
Well, actually, we were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips.
Oh, I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely...
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're...
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly...
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a... You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little...
So, Hypatia, just what kind of...
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh, and then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier. All right, we're up, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup.
Sounds good.
Paimon, I don't have any of that food.
All done. Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already washed it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch, too. Let's go serve this up and start eating.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly... Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives...
So why does this incense allow people to
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn eel primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Arc. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was he sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to his body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, he could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experienced a sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would Not to worry, though. It appears you've all... Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reaction. I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about...
I am a researcher. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost... Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the...
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous.
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no... However, I've been feeling better as of late. I believe that being able to see them is a... But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom.
What's so strange about that?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh.
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles, the fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't back then. I was foolish and ignorant. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City.
So, do you have any thoughts about the thing?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can World... if only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have... if you two are ever in the area again, there's no need to be thanking me. You two are my savior.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to...
Let's go back to Tainari.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Ghulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Well, I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know, once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And, how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that, despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Ghulam, we're leaving.
all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound.
And has
She
no
answered
idea
a
what
bunch of
happened.
questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the Traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
Nope.
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. Oh, how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this item is the very basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! But wait, before that...
We need to say goodbye to Kale.
That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Bye, Tainari.
For the next interview, I think I'll start with these questions.
I'll have to grab a drink with Flame Mate when I'm back in the city. There isn't a single one missing.
I got a free rose.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of my... And, But I guess now I understand that the most...
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be we're probably still gonna worry about your condition.
Thank you. Oh? It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember?
Yay! Thanks, Kale.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember... Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell.
Bye, Kale. Great time.
Right.
I missed. I missed the thing. Got it. We're finally in Sumeru. This must start Act 1 or 2 or something, right?
Sumeru City! Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, Yeah, that's right.
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormuz.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was...
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, says this little doodad lets you access... May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom. Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that...
Exactly. That, and with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check... 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru... Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You too? Well, glad it's not just Paimon. Well, he's from Sumeru, and let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me.
Great! You see, Tainari...
What? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month was...
Here, this is a letter...
Oh, let me see. Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for...
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? Sorry, the Akasha...
What? You too? But what about your abilities for
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of
Huh. Didn't expect...
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able... In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing... Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year. Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me. Hey, come on. This is a
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here. Huh? Like who?
At Astra Abixos.
Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Alright, I think I'm gonna leave that stream here. I'm Testing Recoded. Thanks for watching.